You're saying we complied with protocols and procedures and that's it. We stand back and we have no further obligation here. So your job is merely to incarcerate people, make sure that your bed count is full, and come what may. Is that what you're telling me?
No, that's not what I'm telling you.
Well, it appears to be what you're telling me.
No. We investigated the actions of those under our control. We suspended them and we dismissed them.
I see. You're aware of the fact that there's a view at DCS that you in fact suspended and fired and transferred a whole bunch of people so that DCS couldn't get hold of them to in fact do their own investigation. Have you got a comment on that?
I'm not aware of those. Perhaps my colleagues have knowledge of transfers.
Well, perhaps you or one of your colleagues can tell me who was investigated, who was suspended, who was fired, and who was transferred, and why.
Mr. Beideveld can
and I would have expected to find those details in this report, not this whitewash, quite frankly. So I'd like to hear from you then, Mr. Beideveld. Can you help me?
Honourable Member, firstly, the night supervisor in charge, Mr. Sonoy Matswara, was suspended and fired. Dismissed, using the wrong word. Then Natasha Janssen, the operator in the control room, was suspended and dismissed. Tix Makotsa, the person in the control room with Natasha that night, was suspended and dismissed. No employees of us is being transferred. Yes, we did indeed suspend these employees, but information can be made available to the committee where the controller requested to see these people. He's given the times to us and we've arranged with those people to come back to the centre to see the controller on site for his investigation.
Do you do lifestyle audits on your employees? I don't know, pick a straw, whichever one of you is going to answer.
Honourable Member, we don't do any life audit.
Why not?
We really don't have any reason to do the lifestyle audit on our employees.
I beg your pardon? Do you want to repeat that?
Yes, we don't see any reason to do the lifestyle audits on our employees.
You employ people to look after hardened criminals. Your facility looks after, it's a maximum security facility, right? So we're not looking at shoplifters. And you don't think it's necessary to do lifestyle audits on your staff?
Honourable Member.
I'm busy.
Sorry.
And when I'm done, you'll have an opportunity. And don't make the mistake of interrupting me again. And you don't think it's necessary to do lifestyle audits on people who look after criminals like that, who have access to money, who are known for bribery and corruption? Are you saying your staff is above that? And if you are saying so, on what basis? Pick a straw.
Honourable Member, I can answer that when employees are being appointed at the centre, there's a full police investigation or a police report being done on them, a vetting report has been done. That vetting report with other documentation is being sent to the Department of Correctional Services, who look at the documentation. We conduct training on these employees and then they approved to operate within the Correctional Services Act as custodial officials.
Sorry, Honourable Breitenbach, but even a security clearance or a vetting, it has got a time frame. You do it every 5 years. So if I did that vetting 20 years ago, will it still apply now? Because that is what you are saying to the question asked by Honourable Breitenbach.
Honourable Member, I cannot speculate on that. The people from our HR department that's directly dealing with the employees are unfortunately not available. So I will have to write it down and come back with the answer to Honourable Breitenbach on that one.
I presume the answer will be no. So, in this report, or this document, I hesitate to call it a report, so in this document that you've provided, that took you so long to prepare, that says nothing that's not in the public domain, took you so long to prepare that we could only get it this morning, because you only finished it around midnight last night. Just incidentally, what were you doing for the previous year, if this is what you prepared until 12 o'clock last night? All of this information must have been available on a computer somewhere, and all you had to do was print it. So what took so long? I mean, just tell me that first.
Honourable Member, we had to collate all the information. It was not all available on a single laptop. We had to collate it from various sources. We had to analyse it and put the presentation together. We also wanted it independently vetted to ensure that everything contained in this report is factually correct.
I see. You think you succeeded?
Yes, I think we have.
Wow. So I'll put it to you, my view is that you're evading responsibility here. You're ducking all the institutional, the systemic issues that point to your own culpability in this matter. And the only things that you've included in this report are exculpatory. I take it you don't agree.
Honourable Member, apologies, English is my second language. Can you please explain
I
the
can
word
tell
that
it
you're
to you, I can put it to you in Afrikaans if you like.
Please.
Hierdie dokumentjie wat julle as 'n verslag voor lê, is regtig nie die papierwerk waarop dit geskryf is nie. Al wat julle doen is, julle probeer verantwoordelikheid vermy. Julle spreek geen aanspreeklikheid aan vir julle rol in hierdie hele gemors. Julle spreek geen aanspreeklikheid aan oor die verloop van die jaar waar daar niks gebeur het nie en hierdie moordenaar die lekker lewe gelei het. Terwyl almal geweet het, julle dalk korrektiewe dienste, verseker die staat in sy geheel, geweet het hierdie man loop rond. En julle het niks gedoen nie, julle het vir niemand gesê nie. En die ergste daarvan is, julle het nooit vir enige van sy slagoffers laat weet nie. En julle aanvaar geen aanspreeklikheid nie. Wil jy graag iets sê daaroor?
Honourable Member, thank you for clarifying. The statement is made that we're not accepting any responsibility. I cannot agree with that statement. We have disclosed that we have dismissed 3 members, and we've made that information available to the police. The police, in the last few days, arrested one of them. And I would like to think that is based on the contribution that we've made. It's not for us to link those individuals to the ultimate crime. That is for the police services to do. So I think it's incorrect to say that we did nothing, and that we do not feel that we are culpable in this. Regarding your comment about us not warning the police, warning the South African public. Again, we dealt initially, until the 25th of May, we dealt with the suicide. The 25th of May, a murder investigation was opened, still pertaining to the individual who we found in that cell. The identity at that stage, as far as we were concerned and based on knowledge available to us, was still that of Thabo Bester. And that remained the theme and the facts available certainly to us until the 2nd of February of this year, when Jig said, we're investigating a possible escape, and until it became known to us that in the very early months of this year, SAPS had opened an investigation into escape. Until then, the facts that are available to us with hindsight, that's available with hindsight to judge our actions, were not available to us at the time.
Well, I'm glad you went there. Are you finished? Sorry.
And because of that, Honourable Member, and because of our contract with the DCS, we were not allowed to talk to the public and inform the public of a possible escape. We were not aware of an escape, and we did not have the right to talk to third parties about the activities of the correctional centre.
Okay, so because I only have, a very short space of 30 minutes, and I could quite honestly be here for the next 4 or 5 days, I'd like it if you could keep your answers brief, please. Thank you. So I'm glad you went to this issue of, not knowing that it was an escape.